Okay, we're working on some elderberry wine. Look at inside this bag. We picked almost a 5-gallon container full of elderberries. And the elderberry bush is right behind us. These bushes here were just loaded this summer. And so
they're white in the summer, but then they turn like a purple, don't they?
Yeah, there's a white flower and then they turn purple when they're ripe. And now what you do, this has been in here for 5 days now with all the mix, and then you just lightly squeeze the rest of the juice out.
Oh my.
And when you first start it,
it's a nice strong smell.
Look at how red it is, Josie.
It's gonna be delicious wine.
Can you have it?
He says he can make 6 cups of wine, or 6 gallons of wine.
And elderberry is supposed to be very healthy for you. A lot of people like it for health reasons. They make elderberry honey together as a syrup. And then you can make elderberry wine.
Elderberry pie.
Yeah.
Which you just discovered.
So this will all be garbage now, Josie. These were the berries that were in here. Okay, you want to move to the side here a little bit, Josie?
You don't want to stain your dress.
That matches your dress. So we'll just put this here. And now, this is a siphoner. So I sterilized these containers already. And so there's a little gap over here. So when I stick it inside this container, it goes all the way to the bottom, and that's where it's gonna suck it out from first. So I gotta siphon it. Here we go. Okay, see it come, Josie?
It's like you're drawing blood. Look at that hose. It's a nice dark red.
Come over on the side here.
Yeah, watch it fill up.
So this is a 5-gallon container. So it's gonna fill all the way up.
Did you drink some?
Not yet. You gotta wait for like 3 months before you should drink it. Because it takes time for
it's
wine
fermenting.
to get
oh, and you also have to be at least 21 years old.
Aww.
Sorry, it's for adults.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool process and how he does it.
Actually, it looks like it's gonna be a lot more than 5 gallons. I might have to get
Wow.
2 big containers, 2 big carboys.
So after it goes into these jugs, how long do you have to wait?
Okay, so there's a fermenter stop lock that I put on the top. And what happens, it's continuing the process and it bubbles on the top. You'll see after it's done, I'll put that cap on and it's gonna be bubbling every few seconds. And then I let it go for about 3 weeks. And then you'll see on the bottom, there's gonna be a layer of like maybe all the broken pieces from the berries. And then I siphon it back into another container. And each time you do it, it cleans it. So the first time you might go like 3 weeks, then you can go about a month and a half, and then you can go like 3 months. And by then, the wine would be ready for bottling. Look at how bright.
It's a long process. Then do you want to let it sit in the shelf for a while yet?
Yeah, well, you can start drinking it after like about the 3-month period.
So I always say it always tastes better with age.
Right.
So letting it ferment a little longer would actually probably be better for it.
It's called racking. Every time you put it in a carboy and you let it sit, all the sediments go to the bottom, and then I use this siphoner to siphon it back into another carboy, and then you get rid of those sediments that are there. And then every time it gets clearer, because right now, Josie, as you look, you can't see through that. It's really thick.
That's called, the process called racking?
It's called racking.
Racking.
Yeah.
This will be great. Will it be ready by Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I think we could try some at Thanksgiving.
So you harvested it in what, like August?
August is when you can pick the berries, around the middle of August.
Can I pick some berries right now?
I don't think you'll find any. The birds clean them all up now.
The cedar waxwing birds get to them.
It.
So you got to harvest them right away when they're ripe. So August you picked, and it'll be ready by end of November.
The end of November, you probably can try some. We'll try some for Thanksgiving.
How nice. That'll be special.
The berries.
You can see it
Added
bubbling.
like almost another gallon.
So what do you add to the berries though?
Well,
Is it a solution that you're...
There's actually recipes for making wine. So you got to get all the right stuff. You got to get these tablets that'll actually break down the fruit. And then you got to mix some sugar in and some other stuff. I don't know everything, Nathan. I have to look at the book. But then you got to let it sit for like 5 days while it ferments.
How big is the straw for you?
It goes to the bottom. The straw goes way to the
But I mean,
bottom.
you put in like tablets and other stuff, but how do you get so much liquid? It's not all from the berries, is it?
I put in about 5 gallons of water that you'd
Oh,
put
What if
in.
a bee goes in there?
A bee wouldn't make it. A bee wouldn't.
And would you take it out?
Yeah, we'd have to take it out.
Now, do you add honey into this too?
You could at the end for sweetening.
Just to sweeten it up. Well, you got plenty of honey from your bees.
Oh, yeah, it was a good year.
How many pounds of honey did you
I
get?
harvested over 300 pounds with 3 hives.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was a really good year.
This is the most ever for you.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Wow, look at that jar filling up. Nice rich red color.
Probably about 2 gallons in there.
Dump it in there.
I'm going to dump it out into the woods.
Maybe some animals
For
will
the
like
deer?
it.
It's going to take a little bit to not
How
as
about you
tight.
put it by your fork?
Just like a mesh wrap.
How about you put it by your fork?
No, he doesn't want to put that by his hunting spot.
Oh.
He'll put it by the compost site probably.
Yeah, there's a spot over here where you got some pine branches. We'll put it over there.
You get to take a look here what the elderberries are going to look like, all fermented. Well, it's a nice sunny fall day to do this.
Okay, let's go do
All right,
it,
let's
Josie.
go see how they look.
Right here where you can see.
Oh, there goes some birds.
See, look at all the berries got.
Oh, yeah. Now, elderberry, they're pretty small berries, but you got a whole bunch of them.
We had almost 5.
There's some in your pants.
Oh, yeah. We had about a 5-gallon pail that was full, and that condensed down to just like a gallon.
Can you dump that stuff in the
They're all from these elderberry trees here. Just stripping the berries right off the trees.
Right here you can actually see some berries.
Oh yeah, right up there.
pick up? I
So
thought
would you
said
just
there
break
was
off the branch
Yeah,
and then you would
yeah.
pick them later?
If I were to pick them, you just pick the whole pod like this here, and then you get a container, and these berries just fall right off.
Oh, just strip them off
You
the
just
branch.
Strip them off.
Papa, it filled up.
Yep, small little berries.
Yeah, very small. So
Very
it takes-
healthy, good flavor.
You can't eat any.
No. Well, this is a fermenter stopper. So as soon as we're done filling up this 5-gallon carboy, we're gonna put this on, and then you're gonna see it's gonna bubble. So we'll be doing it shortly.
The fermenter stopper.
See it coming
I,
out?
Oh.
I just went up
You
all
see
the
it
way
coming
to
out,
the hill.
Jamie?
Good job.
And
Look
I
at-
went back so fast.
It's like a big straw. Now the is a carboid, right?
Yep, this is
Carboid is almost full. We're gonna have to do a swap.
Yeah.
Here comes the transfer.
Going to the transfer. I can't wait to see.
Doesn't look like it's siphoning as hard now.
No.
Like maybe it got some
Maybe I
berries
gotta
stuck
go-
in it.
I gotta go down lower, I think. Yeah, I just need to go down lower. So we're gonna put this fermenter lock on,
Yes.
and see it's already starting to bubble. See that,
Oh,
Josie?
yeah. That's normal
Yeah,
for it
that's
to continue
normal.
to bubble.
Yeah, it's gonna continue to bubble for, could be up to a month.
When it stops bubbling, then you know it's ready.
Yeah, every time, you know, it loses that bubble, and then you siphon it to a new carboid, and every time it's turning more into wine.
Look at all this.
Yeah, I know, there's a lot.
A lot left in there. That's why he needs a second jug Pretty cool.
So this here looks like a thermometer gauge, doesn't it? It's got all these different numbers on it. See that? See all those numbers? So when you get the mixture just right, they want the elderberry at 1.095. So I have to get it to float all the way up here. See the 9?
Yeah.
Right up to there. So it's got to float at the 9.0. And then it sits for 5 to 6 days. As it ferments, it's got to float down to 1.040. And then once it gets to that level, then I can put it in these containers.
And what's that?
That might be something that was in with the elderberries.
But it's going to get cleaned out.
Yep, yep.
Jamie, don't touch it.
See
Yeah,
all those
'cause
bubbles. There's the fermenter stopper.
I'm going to have to keep this down so it stays siphoning.
Well, that came out.
Next to the bottom, sediment. It has that 1-inch
Jamie,
barrier,
watch
right? So it
out.
doesn't suck the very bottom.
Yes.
You want to leave all that berry sediment on the bottom. We're getting down to the end.
More even now as it's been sitting.
Yeah. Now you got this stopper on, which isn't bubbling quite yet, is
No,
it?
not yet. It'll start bubbling in a little bit.
Building that pressure up, and it's
Yeah.
going to start bubbling.